Hello again. So I rate this video. If you can spare me 5 minutes, you'll get 5 years of your life back. Similarly to the video about cognito hazards, I will try to find it now because I switched my SD card from 256 gigabytes to 512 gigabytes to record more. And so it's now on an SSD, external SSD. It is not really useful. I mean, he says, yeah, you need to live in the present moment. Don't worry about, for example, death, future. And does everyone do this? Does everyone worry? I never worry. I never worried. And I was thinking back when watching this to, of course, the video that I made about cognito hazards, which happened right before I made pictures of a bus stop in Gradisk, and it was right next to a police station. I didn't even see the police station, it was very small. Policeman came out and he wanted to see my documents, and he said, yeah, there's a problem with your work visa, it's going to expire soon. You could get a punishment, and what would the results? Yeah, I don't care about some fine or something, but what would the results be? Perhaps that would interfere with the residence permit. But actually, as I mentioned to him, the residence permit should have been ready already, and it was just delayed. But my lawyer did say, when I sent her the question about this issue and what the policeman said, that yeah, it is actually an issue. You need to come as soon as possible to Lviv, and coincidentally, the residence permit has just arrived. And before that, I didn't worry. I just thought, okay, what should I do? Best thing is to do is to just go to Lviv as soon as possible, and then just hope that that gets there as quickly as possible. And actually, on the date that it was issued, the date that it was issued was stated to be on the back of the residence permit, and it was already 15th of May, which was 2 weeks before, more than 2 weeks before this policeman wanted to see my paper. So in reality, nothing would have happened, but I didn't know that, of course, at the time. I just didn't worry about everything. I just think, okay, what happens? What am I going to do? What could be the consequences? Is something I'm not thinking about, because I just say the following to myself, or think the following. Yeah, subconsciously, not consciously. Recently, last few years, I think it's consciously more, because I'm thinking about all these types of topics. My attitude, and more recently my conscious attitude towards this, so what I think is, yeah, I've done my best, there's nothing else I can do, so no need to worry. I'm just going to do it as quickly as possible. That's all I can do. Done. And he says, yeah, you get 5 years of your life back. You don't get 5 years of life yet. You may waste less time if you worry about things all the time. And that is true, but this is incorrectly stated. But I think, yeah, do people worry about everything all the time? It's strange. Even in school, I didn't have it. When I was 16 or so, I remember an issue with a teacher who taught Dutch, and he had to do an assignment, and I didn't want to. I thought, yeah, others can read. I forgot my book. So there were these hours that you can read, and then you had to write something. And I thought, yeah, reading is fine. I like that. Writing something, I don't want that. That's shit. Nobody likes that. And that's what I wrote. She got really angry. She got even more angry because I wrote it in a pencil. Because I only had my pencil with me. Didn't have any pens or so. She made a demand. Yeah, you write this, or I will flunk you for this year, and then you will need to redo the whole year or something like that. It's not going to happen. Teacher cannot do that. I'm a good student, or I was a good student in school, and at university also. There's no effing way that they could say, yeah, you need to redo your year because you flunked one. The teacher cannot justify that. It's absolute bullshit. However, I thought, okay, what's I'm going to do? I didn't tell anyone, my parents or so. I just didn't care. I just said, okay, I'll do this, and and wrote it in pencil as she wanted. She thought it was a punishment, but actually it wasn't, because I don't care. I mean, it only showed, it's very interesting, that she had an issue. And that's so often the case. People accusing you, or people saying something negative about you, or wanting something from you. Usually what they tell you is something about themselves and not about you.